Last year, applications for Hungarian citizenship rose 12%, a sign of unbroken interest in Hungary's simplified nationalization procedures. State Secretary at the Foreign Ministry Zsolt Németh said the future of this trend greatly depends on the success of this year's general election. So far, 95,000 Hungarians living in neighboring countries have registered to participate in the vote. Registration no later than 15 days before the election is a precondition for Hungarians living in other countries. Voters can also register by post or through the internet. Hungary's 2013 budget deficit will be 200 billion forints less than expected due to good budgeting last year, Economy Minister Mihály Varga said. The minister said the budget deficit would stay well below the EU requirement of 3% of GDP. He said Hungary is part of a small elite group of European countries, as only 7 other states were able to meet this requirement. He added that the numbers clearly indicate the economy is on a stable, sustainable growth path and would stay there in 2014 too. At the end of 2013, Hungary's gross debt was reduced to 23,089 billion forints, or 80.2% of GDP. In the second quarter of last year, the debt has stood at 81.5% and 82.8% in the first quarter, the National Bank of Hungary reported. In the third quarter, the debt was reduced by a total of 160 billion forints. The ethnic Hungarian People's Party of Transylvania has set up a watch service to monitor anti-Hungarian manifestations that have become more common, Romania's ethnic Hungarian MEP László Tőkés announced. The aim of AMMP is to call attention to continued violations of the rights of Transylvania's ethnic Hungarians through all possible means, he said, adding that there have been over 100 anti-Hungarian occurrences across Romania over the past 2 years. Tőkés said the Romanian government has continuously been scaring his fellow Romanian citizens with the threat of Transylvania's secession and has this way been fanning antagonism between Romanians and Hungarians. The head of the Secular National Council has turned to the mayor of Marosvásárhely in an open letter, protesting against a police fine levied for displaying the secular flag, which the local police chief interpreted as a form of advertisement. Balázs Izsák said what happened was gross provocation and reminded the mayor in a letter that the Culture Ministry had already accepted in an official assessment that the secular flag was the symbol of a historical community and its use did not violate laws. Another Hungarian band has got to the front line of world music, with the Buda Folk Band coming in second at the World Music Chart's Europe list in January. The band identifies itself with being an agent able to convey Hungarian folk music to urban ears and using ancient roots while staying fully contemporary. Members of the band have been submerged in musical traditions of Hungary and other Eastern European nations since their childhood. In August 2013, violin player Félix Lajkó's first zither album was #1 on the International World Music Chart. Leading international art magazine Weltkunst has recommended an exhibition in Budapest's Museum of Fine Arts on its front page. The exhibition From Caravaggio to Canaletto, which presents 2 centuries of Italian Baroque and Rococo, is referred to as the most important exhibition of 2013. The show, which Weltkunst calls a display of breathtaking works of art, will be open till mid-February.